Hey guys, so I wanted to film a video. This will probably be one of the last, unless I get like new color flowers or whatever, last kind of update on my AreoGarden and how I'm using it and all this other stuff. I don't know if I filmed a video on this already. I may have. If I have, sorry, this will be the last one you have to put up with. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, an AreoGarden, I'll try to remember to put a picture here, is basically an indoor water garden. It uses water and a solution that they're calling plant food to regularly cycle water onto your plants, and they grow in the water. They don't grow in like soil like regular plants do. But it's not like specific types of plant. Well, it is specific types of plants, but it's like salad greens and like petunias and flowers and other lavender and other things like that that you can grow. And so I've been struggling with trying to grow a garden in an apartment setting for the longest time. I tried growing it outdoors. I tried last year to grow some strawberry plants. I even bought them versus like trying to grow them from seedlings, and I just could not get them to thrive. And so I caved and got an AreoGarden, and it has worked wonders for me. I grow my salad greens now. Every salad that I make at home or I make for Jared and myself for lunch, I grow my own greens. I have grown my own flowers and they are thriving beautifully. I'll try to put a picture here. And then also I am actually growing lavender, and it smells amazing, and I'm finally getting little lavender, I guess, flowers, buds, whatever you want to call them. And I'm super excited about that, even if it's just to like just snip off a little bit and to smell it, you know, and have that be like a therapeutic thing for me. Like, it's working really, really well, and I'm really happy about it. But this update is kind of on me replanting some of those. So the AreoGarden that I have only has, I think it's like 6 little ports where you can grow different plants, and there's so many different plants that I've wanted to grow. And so what I did was, when they started to get too big, because they are kind of close to each other, I decided to take them out and put them outside on my porch with some fresh soil. Bought fresh soil. I also got some, it's kind of like a plant food stick that will like absorb the water, and then that solution will go into the soil. And I've had them out there for a little over 2 weeks now, and I've been trying to regularly plant them. I put them up by the window so that way I can see them from outside to remind me to go and water them. And now that it's finally gotten warm and it's like super humid, I think it's like the ideal conditions for them to grow and to thrive. And so I actually just replanted a couple more plants and moved them outside. My salad plant, the way I was harvesting it, it was growing, instead of it like growing in like a bushel close to the soil, it was like getting like a stalk almost, and then growing like above it. And so it got to the point where the little section that I have it in, it was like escaping essentially. And so I had some more. So I grew growing those, and then I moved that one outside in hopes that it will continue to thrive. But they all have that soil food in it. They all have pots that will kind of hold a little bit of water to kind of help them stay moist. But it's working really, really well, and I'm very impressed with it. If you are interested in, if you live in an area where you can't have like an outdoor garden, or you're struggling to have an outdoor garden and you want to like grow plants, or you want to grow like salad greens like me, or just want to grow pretty flowers, I definitely recommend getting this and using it. Now, you're probably wondering about the box around it. So the box that is around it is, well, I guess I should talk about something else first. The light that it uses simulates the sun. It's not just a regular like lamp light bulb. And you can buy those separately, by the way. So if you wanted to like go out and buy flowers and just continue to grow those in your own home, and you can't put them like in a windowsill where they'll get water or whatever, you can buy those lamps and just put them wherever. But the thing about them is you have to have them on for a certain amount of time so that way the flower gets enough sunshine. And also they're very, 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 very bright. So part of the reason why ours is boxed up is because the light is just really bright. And so we have it at a certain level that like it's basically its own little greenhouse kind of sort of. The light doesn't escape like directly hit us, but we can definitely see it. Like that thing can light up like the whole apartment if all the walls were thrown down. It is so bright. And it like bothered us for a little bit. But also the reason why it's in a box is because Ruben, my darling fuzzy child, loves to eat greens. He will literally eat anything. And so when I introduced him to some salad greens just to see if he would eat them, and he knew where they were coming from, he would hop up on the counter and try to get them. Now the way the box is set up, he can't, not only can he not get to it because there's too much stuff around it, but he also cannot get into it to get the greens and just eat my plants like crazy, like a little bunny rabbit. So that's why that is there. If you want an indoor garden and that's something that may concern you, whether it is like you go to bed early or just like where the light is, it's too bright, just like get a box or get a beautiful frame or get something to kind of block the light. Because like I said, it is very bright. Some people keep them down below. They keep them down on the ground and they keep them in like an enclosed glass type fixture. And the way the light is down below and it doesn't bother them up high, and it's protected from, you know, pets or anything else. That was something I thought about doing. We don't really have a really good place to put that, but I also wanted it to be high up on the kitchen counter so that way I could like harvest it while I'm cooking. But yeah, I do highly recommend you get it if that's something you're interested in doing. This is not sponsored, by the way, in any way, shape, or form. Bought this with my own money. There is ways for you to grow, because you have to buy the garden and then you have to also buy the pods. The pods do come with the garden when you purchase it, but the pods can come separately in all these different sets that you can kind of customize on your own if you're buying it directly from the AreoGarden website. They do have like kind of do it your own in a sense pods where you can put whatever seed you want in it. I do need to look into that because I would like to grow spinach. I would also like to grow a number of other plants, to be honest. When it comes to herbs, I think it'd be cool to make my own tea. But yeah, it just kind of opens up a world of possibilities. I do want to grow some more flowers to kind of look out in my garden. Just flowers make me smile. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This video probably doesn't interest a lot of you, but with summer coming up, I thought that yeah, maybe some of you guys might be interested in getting into gardening. It only took about a month for me to be able to harvest stuff. The flowers took a little longer, but it was definitely worth it. And especially if you live somewhere where it's cold, you can keep it indoors. We keep the AC in here very, very cold at night, and it didn't affect the plants at all. So keep that in mind if you are in a super cold climate or super hot climate like here. You can still grow things indoors. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.